I love about Islam, I really love this, is that God has set up all of these meta-narratives. Like the Christians have their version of reality, the Jews have their version of reality, the Buddhists have their version of reality, the Muslims have their version of reality, the secularists, atheists have their version of reality. And all of these are talked about in the Quran, all these different realities. And then the Quran says, you better think about these. Think deeply about these. Don't just assume that these are correct. You have to think, you have to use your brain.
There's a quote in the Quran which a lot of Christians have difficulty with, which is "Be not a friend to Christian or Jew," and that's, you know, that's so easy to kind of take completely the wrong way. But maybe if you look at it a little bit deeper, I mean, it reflects something about, maybe it's just saying accept your differences, you know, accept your differences and be.
It takes a certain amount of arrogance for me to go to Jamie and start telling him he's going on the wrong path, and vice versa. You know, it's not my place. You know, we've got to admit, you know, to a certain extent, we're all fumbling around, you know, looking for some form of truth.
I invite you to accept Islam because the difference between me and you, I do the prayer that the Prophet Muhammad did, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I recite the same as he recited. I have the same movements, I have the same prayers. But the Christians do not have the prayer that Jesus had.
I think it's profoundly important that Muslims follow the Christian version of Jesus. Firstly, because Jesus claimed about himself that it was how you responded to him that determined how God would judge you and where your future lay. And my concern for Muslims is they're following a Jesus who is a non-historical Jesus. They need to get back to the original, to his message and what he said about himself.
The Prophet Muhammad's most important concern in engaging people that were hostile to him was how I can turn this enemy into a friend. And that only comes from love. That comes from a concern. And I think the centrality of love in the Christian tradition is a very beautiful quality. And it's something that many Muslims have forgotten about their own faith. And I think there's an immense amount that Muslims can learn from Jesus. I also think there's an immense amount that Christians can learn from Muhammad.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان